In the next few minutes, you will see aviation accidents captured by real cameras, dashcams, security video, and phones in the crowd. These moments are fast, unexpected, and sometimes heartbreaking. But each clip also shows a lesson: how small decisions, weather, or a single failure can change everything. Watch closely, stay respectful, and tell me in the comments what you think went wrong. Let us begin. On May 17, 2020, a Royal Canadian Air Force Snowbirds CT-114 Tutor crashed shortly after takeoff near Kamloops Airport in the Brocklehurst area of Kamloops, British Columbia, Canada. The RCAF flight safety investigation concluded that a small bird was ingested into the engine, causing a compressor stall and loss of thrust. During an attempted turnback, the aircraft entered an aerodynamic stall, leading to the crash.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he jumped out though. He got out.
On November 25, 2024, a DHL cargo aircraft operated by Swiftair crashed on final approach to Vilnius Airport, coming down in the Liepkalnis area of Vilnius, Lithuania, and striking a residential house. One crew member was killed and 3 were injured. Investigators said the cause is under investigation, but prosecutors later stated that human error is suspected after evidence indicated the aircraft's hydraulic system, affecting flap deployment, was disabled, contributing to the crash during landing. On June 2, 2024, during the Beja Air Show at Airbase 11 in Beja, Portugal, 2 Yak Stars Yak 52 aerobatic aircraft collided in midair during a formation sequence, leading to a crash that killed a Spanish pilot and injured a Portuguese pilot. Investigators concluded the collision occurred when the aircraft transitioning to a solo segment failed to maintain safe separation/clearance from the formation, resulting in a trajectory conflict and impact. On February 10, 2025, a Learjet 35A landing at Scottsdale Municipal Airport in Scottsdale, Arizona, USA, veered off the runway and hit a parked Gulfstream 200 on the ramp, killing 1 person and injuring others. Investigators reported the jet began drifting left after touchdown and that a left main landing gear failure separation was involved, which led to the runway excursion and collision. On February 11, 2025, a Luscombe 8A light airplane crashed while maneuvering to land at Hampton Airfield in Hampton, New Hampshire, USA. The accident was captured on a nearby home security camera. The pilot was not injured, but the aircraft was substantially damaged. The NTSB determined the crash was caused by the pilot's failure to maintain adequate airspeed while maneuvering, which led to an aerodynamic stall. On October 12, 2025, a Beechcraft King Air C90 crashed in northwest Fort Worth, Texas near Hicks Airfield, striking parked semi-trailers along a roadway and erupting into a large post-impact fire. Both people on board were killed. Investigators reported the aircraft was on approach with the landing gear down when it entered a steep bank and impacted the ground and vehicles. The cause has not been determined yet, and the investigation is ongoing. On August 15, 2019, an Ural Airlines Airbus A321 made an emergency landing in a cornfield near Zhukovsky International Airport, Moscow Oblast, Russia, shortly after takeoff. The aircraft struck a flock of birds, causing severe engine damage and loss of thrust, which forced the crew to land straight ahead with the gear up. All 233 people survived, though multiple passengers sustained injuries during the landing and evacuation.
Да ну нафиг, телефон тебе, блин. Живо, блин. Ну, блин, что это, он не может подняться. Произошла авария с Сингулой.
On April 1, 2016, an experimental amateur-built Lancair IV-P Propjet was substantially damaged during landing at Addison Airport in Addison, Texas, USA. During the rollout, the nose landing gear collapsed, which led to a runway excursion. The pilot was not injured. On January 2, 2025, a Beechcraft King Air suffered a left main landing gear collapse during landing in Colombia, causing substantial aircraft damage. There were no injuries reported. The incident is consistent with a landing gear failure during touchdown rollout, and the specific technical cause depends on the ongoing or final investigation findings. On August 28, 2005, a Quicksilver MX ultralight suffered an engine failure shortly after takeoff and crashed into trees near the departure area. The pilot reported the engine had been running for more than 10 minutes before takeoff and that the aircraft did not run out of fuel. The exact cause of the power loss was not determined, so the incident is best described as an undetermined engine failure on takeoff. On October 16, 2016, a Pioneer 330 light aircraft accident occurred near Myshkino Village, Mozhaysky District, Moscow region, Russia. The aircraft struck high-voltage power line wires in daylight visual conditions and made a forced landing, sustaining serious damage and injuring the 2 people on board. The crash was caused by the collision with the power lines during low-altitude flight.
Ну как ты, мужик, так мог, а? Скоро вызвали?
On September 26, 2016, a microlight pilot was filmed after the engine cut out around 2,000 feet during a 125-mile flight, forcing a low-level emergency landing near his destination airfield. The cause was an in-flight engine failure, leading to a forced landing in a field. On September 14, 2010, during qualifying at the Reno Air Races at Reno Stead Airport near Reno, Nevada, USA, sport class racer Relentless, piloted by Kevin Eldridge, lost its propeller in flight and suffered severe engine damage, but he landed safely. The incident was caused by a catastrophic mechanical failure that led to propeller separation and an immediate loss of power.
That's Kevin?
Is that what he said? Yeah. He's okay. Well, so much for the MT truck business, I guess.
I guess any of these stuff.
Yeah.
You know what, I'm not biased.
He's on.
That was bad. Yeah, he's got white smoke.
Look at it. It's still smoking.
Now they're falling.
You guys actually saw the blades depart?
I thought the blade disintegrated.
Yeah, you see stuff flying all at once.
That's really
This video demonstrates that attempting to fly, even in a homemade helicopter, without special skills or flight school training, is a recipe for disaster. An elderly man built a homemade helicopter and attempted to fly it without any piloting experience.
Shut it off, shut it off.
On June 7, 2020, a Belanca 1730 made a hard landing at Talihina Municipal Airport in Talihina, Oklahoma, USA, left the runway, and the nose landing gear collapsed. No one was injured. The probable cause was the pilot's failure to maintain control during a crosswind landing, which led to the hard touchdown and runway excursion. On February 21, 2019, a Beechcraft 76 Duchess crashed during an aborted landing at Capital City Airport in Frankfort, Kentucky, USA. The pilot was uninjured and the flight instructor had minor injuries. The crash was caused by a loss of control during a simulated single-engine go-around, resulting in a collision with terrain. On September 27, 2018, a Dassault Falcon 50 overran the runway during landing at Greenville Downtown Airport in Greenville, South Carolina, USA, and broke apart after leaving the pavement. Both pilots were killed and 2 passengers were seriously injured. Investigators determined the accident resulted from the operator allowing the flight with known, unresolved maintenance discrepancies and the crew failing to configure the aircraft so the emergency or parking brake systems could stop it, leading to the fatal runway overrun.
You're going to have to wait, sir.
No worries, sir. Any expectations, sir? Should we shut down or should we wait?
Okay, 5262, I would say shut down.
Okay, would you please leave our clearance open, sir? No, we will shut down.
I will come.
On July 5, 2018, an MD Helicopters Hughes 369D operating from a Taiwan-registered fishing vessel crashed into the Pacific Ocean near the Republic of Nauru about 20 seconds after liftoff, killing the pilot and the observer. The investigation found no evidence of a mechanical failure and concluded the crash was caused by the pilot failing to maintain sufficient clearance above the ocean surface, with glassy water conditions making height judgment more difficult.